Hey everybody, welcome to Three Man Power Trip.
Ooh. This is the second time we've done this tonight. We screwed up the other one, so
Yeah,
we're re-uploading.
We forgot to plug the laptop in, and it died in the middle of recording.
Always fun.
Yeah, so this is a re-recording of it. Anyways, we're going to go over last week's predictions, our records.
Yeah.
I came in last. I went 7-9, and I'm 24-22 overall.
Not bad.
On my picks, so
Me and this guy tied at 9-7.
Ooh. Oh, well, I'm
What's your overall?
second. Hell am I? 25-21.
I'm in first.
so not bad.
27-19. So
I dropped from being competitive to now I'm clearly in last.
a couple more
But
weeks.
hey,
few more weeks to go.
I'm
so.
above 500 still, so I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
We're going to go over NFL Week 14's scores and a little analysis.
Yeah.
So, my Cowboys laid an egg, man. Bears beat us 31-24. I don't know what's wrong with us. The defense played really well against the Patriots, and we've kind of been like that all season. We had a real good game against the Saints, even, and we're up and down.
Did the Bears just catch fire? I don't know. Trubisky looked good, and I was thinking, this ain't right, man. This doesn't look right.
Well, yeah, we hold New England to 13, but then Trubisky goes off on us for 31. I mean, come on. I don't understand what's wrong with us. We're still leading the division. It's a sucky division at this point, but
pretty rough.
Yeah.
we're still leading it, so
Yeah,
or at least tied for the lead.
it is what it is.
So it is what it is.
Patriots win their division every year because their division's always been terrible. It's pretty easy for them to win every year. So
And the next game we had the Falcons and the Panthers. Falcons won that 40-20. What's your guys' takes on that?
kind of what I figured.
Yeah, the Panthers fired their coach.
Interim coach.
Yeah,
they're
they're-
kind of just trying to make it through the season.
Falcons are kind of, everybody thought they were going to be a lot better this year than they were, and they're kind of, they have their games and then
Right.
they fall apart the next week.
Yeah.
They had that.
I
They had
don't-
that stretch a few weeks back where they had a couple of really good games in a row, and then this just kind of was back to that. They kind of caught fire again, but it's a little too late in the season now for them. But
Yeah.
I guess going on to the next game, we got the Colts and the Bucks. Bucks won that one 38-35.
that was a really good game actually. But
Crab legs.
Jameis
Yeah.
Winston with a few more picks, leading the league. I don't know what he's got now.
I don't know, but
26,
he's in the
24.
20s. He's in the mid to high
But
20s.
he's first quarterback that can possibly lead, passing yards, passing touchdowns,
And
and
interceptions.
interceptions.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever been done before to have all two of the top statistical categories and lead the very worst category.
It's just
for a
weird thinking that
quarterback.
because you got like Russell Wilson, Lamar, some of those guys, they're all under 10 at least, 5 and under. And then he's got, he's probably
He's in
got
the 20s.
He's probably got more than top 5.
He's got some
It's
good receivers
crazy.
though, so I don't know if if he's the reason or
Yeah.
his receiver, because he's obviously just lobbing the ball up.
Yeah, Mike Evans
I mean-
and Goodwin both have 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
But Evans is out the rest of the year
Yeah.
now, so...
And the Colts kind of are, they're kind of
They-
wishy-washy too, man.
They're about like my Cowboys. They're 6-7. You don't really know what's going on with them. They'll have a really good game. They beat the Chiefs
Yeah.
earlier in the season in a really tough, grinded out game, and then they lost a couple like this. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand them completely.
And that division, the way the Titans are playing,
That's a good division there.
I think the Colts are just without luck, No luck.
Yeah.
no luck.
No look. The
Sick burn.
on to the next one, barn burner guys. Dolphins and Jets. Jets pulled out the win, 22-21. A little controversy at the end there with the pass interference and all that. The Dolphins coach got fired up about it, but Jets won that one.
Two teams that don't have a whole lot to play for this year, but
Playing
Dolphins are still fighting, man. So
Yeah,
for-
I mean,
flapping.
they're fighting.
both teams are competitive. Is Sam Darnold the future there? Or the Jets?
Yeah,
Is he-
I think so.
I think he's kind of another
They've got a
Chad
lot.
Pennington.
They've got a lot of lot of
that
stuff to
kinda-
fix on that team, though.
Mhm.
I mean,
I could see them actually trading Adams and Bell. It's been rumored that both of them are on the open.
Bell
market.
hasn't really
Yeah.
done much since he's got there, so
No.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But
The next game we had, guys, we got the 49ers and the Saints, 48-46.
that was a good game.
That was the second highest scoring game this season.
That was a really good game, and it gave me flashes of the Chiefs-Rams last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chiefs-Rams was a little higher scoring, but it
Yeah.
gave me flashes of that. It was a
Yeah.
really high-scoring game. Not a lot of defense played, but
No.
but both teams really played their hearts out. The Saints missed a 2-point conversion, or it could have went to overtime.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's really how close that game was when you think about it.
This could be a preview of what we see in the playoffs, so
Yep,
we'll see. But
I agree with that. On to the next one. Your Vikings, 20-7 over the Lions.
not a shocker. It's the Lions. This is the second time we've beat the Lions this year. I think about
Yeah.
everybody's beat the Lions this year.
Yeah.
So
Hell, they've even beat
You
themselves.
said they're on their second or third string
I think it's
quarterback.
their third straight.
Yeah, so, I mean, without Stafford,
Matt
They're just
Patricia, he might even be on the way out.
without
He's not really
Stafford, though,
playing.
it's a whole different offense.
Yeah.
So,
What's the next game we got?
Yeah.
Broncos and the Texans, 38-24. Broncos
Man.
won that one.
I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't expect it either.
Drew Lock had a big game, right?
Yes, he
Yep.
did.
That was the 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's the first time a rookie quarterback's done that on the road.
That's very
That's
odd.
pretty impressive. But the bigger question is, what's wrong with the Texans?
The last time they beat the Patriots, right? Then they just
Mhm.
kind of fell off.
Yeah, it's like,
Deshaun Watson was looking real good, man, this year.
Mhm.
I thought he's top 5 quarterback this year, you know?
absolutely.
And he's not looked that great.
But you beat one of the best teams in the league, and then you play up to the top competition, but then maybe they just overlooked the Broncos. Yeah, Drew Lock played hot, but you can't overlook an opponent. I mean,
That division's
No
going
matter
to be
what.
tough for them because, like I
Yeah.
said, Titans are playing good, so we'll talk about them in a minute, but it's going to be hard.
Next game, we had the Ravens and the Bills, 24-17.
Another good game.
That was a damn good game. The Bills have a pretty damn good defense.
yeah, they do.
Josh Allen's pretty damn good.
I think him and Lamar will be the best quarterbacks out of the draft class.
Out of that draft class, yeah. I agree with you there.
I know Lamar, he's the first quarterback to throw for 2,500 and rush for 1,000.
How close is he to breaking Vic's record? I know he's getting there.
22 yards.
He'll have it this week.
Yeah,
I can see
I agree with
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He'll get it this week, and then he'll just add to it the next couple games. But anyways,
Ravens still got the number 1 seed right now, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
if they,
holding on.
if
I don't think
they
that's
win,
changing.
if they win this
probably.
upcoming week, they'll secure the first round bye. So
oh, that's awesome, dude. I'm pulling for your Ravens, man. The next one is one that everybody wants to hear. The Browns over the Bengals, 27-19.
Oh, the Battle of Ohio.
Yeah, the Battle of Ohio, guys. So
yeah,
Cut.
swing that helmet, baby.
Kind of,
swinging the helmet.
kind of what I expected. I mean,
Yeah.
the Bengals are pretty garbage right now. Browns got problems, but I mean, it's the Bengals. And
Yeah.
actually, some big takeaways from this game I just thought about is Odell. Apparently, he's been telling teams to come get him.
Yeah, other teams. Yeah, I heard
I-
rumors of that. So
I mean, he's just not.
Come get me. I don't want you.
as talented as the Browns are, this could be a big distraction. I don't like it.
You think they should
but-
trade him? You think they should just get rid of him?
I mean, obviously,
Probably gonna get something good for him.
yeah, as good of a player as he is, you'd have to put him on the market. At least test the market,
Yeah.
see what teams would be willing to give you. But yeah, I mean that is a pretty big storyline for them. But yeah, I mean, either way, they beat the Bengals 27-19. I don't know if they're still on the playoff hunt or not. They're in your division,
I mean, they might.
so-
they
hold
haven't
down to-
officially been eliminated, but I don't think
they're not
But
far
it's
off.
going to take a lot of
there's 100 different
scenarios.
scenarios to
Right.
pull it out.
Especially if the Steelers keep winning. So
Yeah, Steelers are looking good this season.
And the next game we had the Packers and the Redskins. Packers pulled that up 20-15.
It became a better game than what I thought it would be and what it started out as.
Yeah.
Packers jumped all over them 14-0, but then the Redskins kind of got back in it, and then they kept it a game late. But ultimately, the Packers did pull it out.
Yeah,
So Darius Geis got injured.
Peterson came in. Now he's a sixth player to rush for 14,000 yards.
That is awesome.
I do think if he never got hurt and suspended, I do think that he'd probably be in the top. Top
five? 3, top 4.
He'd be right there with Gore.
But yeah, I agree with that. I mean, what he did though to get suspended, it's not a good look. Beating your child like that, but.
Guy was a beast, though.
But he was a beast, and if you give him those 2 seasons, the injury had nothing to do with that. But give him those 2 seasons worth of rushing yards, you're looking at 1,000 yards a season easily, probably, maybe even 1,500. So yeah, is that 14,000? I would see him at 16 or 16.5, very realistically, pushing for the top 3 spots. But anywho.
Next game, we have the Chargers and then the Jaguars. 45-10.
Chargers put a stomping on them, man.
Yep.
Oof. Old man Rivers, lighten it up.
But to me, this is what the Chargers roster
can put out.
This is what the roster, what we thought they would be.
Yeah.
In the preseason going into the regular season, and then that just didn't happen. But they put it together this week. But it was against the reeling Jaguars.
They do have a damn good team. And who's the defensive player that got hurt this year that's out? The safety.
Derwin James.
He's
pretty damn good.
He's a damn good player, and he's out for the whole year. So they've been hurting on defense, I think, a little bit. And
he just came back recently.
They've got 2 decent running backs. They've got some good receivers,
Williams,
good tight end.
Allen.
Gates
still there?
No, he's not there no more.
Across the board, though, the Chargers came in with it kind of resembles the Browns. They had a lot of hype. They had a lot of expectation, and it didn't happen. But they did put it together there. The next game that we have, it's a team that's in your division and a team that I'm impressed by from the outside looking in. The Steelers beat the Cardinals 23-17.
I don't see how they keep rolling, man.
Mike Tomlin.
Third string quarterback, backup running back, backup receivers on some game. I mean, it's just, I don't understand.
And
they got a good defense.
Their defense is what's carrying them.
I put my Dallas Cowboys on blast with this because the Cowboys have Dak, a number 1 receiver in Cooper, some great complementary receivers, a solid O-line, and a pretty stout defense statistically anyways. And we can't get above 500. The Steelers are dealing with a third-string quarterback, a backup running back. Juju's been out a little bit. I don't know where their line ranks, but they're putting things together and generating wins with backup players when Dallas can't do it with a star-studded cast.
You got to have a coach.
It's coaching. So I don't know if Garrett's got to go or what. I hope he makes a run.
I think that's how the Patriots have been good every year. You know what I mean?
Coaching.
Even when Brady's been out.
But,
well, they go through coordinators like crazy, but who runs the team?
Yeah.
Belichick.
Yep, Belichick.
But whether that has to do with coaching or taping, I don't know. One or the other.
Anyways, kudos to the Steelers for, staying in the hunt there at least, getting the win. So on to the next one.
Titans.
You want to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
We had the Titans at the Raiders. Titans win 42-21. Titans look for real, man. I'm telling you, they're a team right now that is getting hot at the right time, I think.
I agree.
And they might take that division because it's going to be them or the Texans. So, and right now the Texans aren't looking that good.
Yeah.
And the Titans are looking
real
good.
Baby.
Yeah, Tannehill's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah, Tannehill's looking good. And, the thing is, football is a complete team sport. The offense is generating points, and the defense is complementing that. Yeah. So the Titans are looking like a complete team.
Derrick Henry's running like a beast.
Going into the late part of the season here.
Then we have the Chiefs at the Patriots.
Jordan called it.
I told
23-16.
He called it.
Patriots, 2 losses in a row. Is it time to worry?
Time to record.
No.
Time to record.
Yeah, time to record the Bengals.
The worst team in the league.
The worst team in the league. I mean, but the Chiefs did pull the upset.
Yeah.
There was a little controversy in the game.
I see AJ Green.
Yeah.
He's riding the bench.
there was a little controversy in the game. The whistle was blown on the fumble recovery. So they didn't allow the recovery to ensue. And then the next one was the refs missed he stepped out of bounds.
N'Keal Harry,
he dove into the end zone. It was clearly a touchdown, but they whistled his foot going out of bounds. Patriots did not have a challenge flag, and they won't review it unless if it's a scoring play.
They have to do something to make this a lot easier. I just think it's odd that people like up in the booth calling the game know what's happening and can figure these calls out, but on the field, the people that are actually calling the game blow all these calls.
So
it's very odd. There should be somebody upstairs that says, "Hey, pick up that flag." That wasn't a flag, and then they just pick it up and we're good.
Right.
It's stupid when you could tell at home and there they can't get it right. That doesn't make sense to me.
And they get paid a hell of a lot more than we do.
Yeah. So
I want some of that money.
I'll be a water boy for $50,000.
Yeah.
A water boy.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But I mean, like you said with the refs, I mean, maybe they should look into getting a sky judge or something along those lines where they can confirm or deny the call or okay, he didn't step out of bounds. Let's go ahead and review it. I don't know, but they got to make some changes, and it's not just the Patriots. I'm putting them on blast because it happened. There's been some other bad calls this season.
Oh yeah, there always
something
is.
has got to change.
It seems like a simple fix. I mean,
they just won't do it. You
got like you said, you got all these people making all this money. There's people sitting up in the booth. I mean, gotta get Joe Buck to. I mean, they know what's going on. I don't understand it.
Anyways, Chiefs pull the upset over the Patriots, and finally Mahomes gets over the Tom Brady hump there. He was 0-2 versus him until that game. Despite the controversy, they did get the win. The Sunday night game, big shocker here.
Yeah.
Rams over Seattle, 28-12. What's your take?
Trying to figure the Rams out, because this game they looked like they looked last year, but they haven't looked like they looked last year this whole season. So was Seattle just having a bad game, or I don't know. Right. I guess I can't say they're back to form like they were last year until I see
another
a little bit
week
more.
Or two. I agree.
Well, I think it's weird they won and you had Woods and Kupp run a pitch count.
Yeah. It was Higbee. Higbee was tearing it up. Like whenever I was watching it.
Higbee.
But, I mean, either way, the Rams get the win at home. And then the Monday night game.
Eli, baby.
Eli was back.
Caveman.
But it didn't go his way.
He was going to run away with that.
The final score there was 23-17 Eagles in overtime. So it ended up turning out to be a pretty good game. The Giants built a lead early and then couldn't generate anything in the second half.
No,
there was something funny that I saw. Eagles had all these injuries. Mm-hmm. Josh McCown said he was getting ready to suit up at receiver.
Oh, wow. I did not see that. But, I mean, either way, the Eagles got the win.
Coaching his Pee Wee football team on the weekdays.
Go Pee Wee.
Eagles got the win. They're 6-7. They're tied with Dallas for the division lead in the NFC East.
And they play them in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, we play them in 2 weeks. So I really think that that's going to come down to who wins that game. Because even if the Eagles win and Dallas loses, if we beat them, then it would tie it back up, and then we'd be 2-0 versus them. So Dallas still has a little more leeway than they have on us. But at the same time, obviously, you want to get hot and win out. You don't want to have to win those last games.
Eagles are another team to me, though. I look at them watching that game because the Giants aren't that great, and they were struggling a little bit against them. They just don't look right. Wentz don't look right. I don't know. It's
about that time they should have kept Foles.
Yeah. Yep.
He can't even start in Jacksonville.
Yeah, well, look at the stash.
Yeah, well,
Minshew Mania, Uncle Rico.
But Minshew Mania, they lost 45-10. I mean, maybe that
there's more to the numbers than you see.
Yeah, I hear you.
They don't have style points on there.
I'll tell you what, though, he's a hell of a marketing guy.
Yep. He's a big draw for the attendance for sure.
So, I mean, we've only got a few more weeks left till playoffs. So, I guess this week we'll move on to the games, Week 15 games. Starting with a Thursday night game, got the Jets at the Ravens.
I'm going Baltimore at home, guys.
Ravens, yeah.
Ravens.
It's the Jets. I mean, there's really no explanation. I mean, you don't need to.
The Jets squeaked out the win over the Dolphins, but
that's the Dolphins.
But yeah, that was the Dolphins. I think the Ravens are a completely different beast. I think the Ravens win this one handily. The Jets might keep it close, but I think it's going to be they're going to handle them.
I do see Lamar breaking the rushing record this week.
Oh yeah.
Lamar's going to get the rushing record, probably throw for another 200, 250. He's going to have a pretty good stat line. So, tune into that one. On to the next one, the Patriots at the Bengals.
Well, it depends on how much footage they caught.
Yeah, Spygate Part 2. They said it was 8 minutes of footage.
It's not much.
So
it's not as good as about deflating the balls, though.
Yeah.
Now, see, the Patriots have lost the past couple weeks. The Patriots are. I mean, if they lose this game, then I don't know what the hell's happening. But
I got the Patriots winning, and I think that they, when it comes down to football, the Patriots will rebound. This will be a good rebound game for them. Yeah. Patriots over the Bengals for me.
I
got the same. Yeah.
Next game we got the 1 o'clock. We got Bucks and the Lions. Whew, this is a dumpster fire.
I got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks too.
I got the Bucks winning it. Lions are on their third string quarterback. Winston.
They're putting up a lot of points.
Is putting up points.
3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Regardless of all the interceptions, Winston has been throwing for the yards and the touchdowns, and I think they put up some points. I think the Lions struggle a little bit to keep that pace.
No, I agree.
Well, next game we got the Titans and the Texans.
A titanic matchup.
I got Titans.
See what I did there?
Yeah. I got the Titans too. I really thought earlier in the season, if you would have asked me this game, I would have said the Texans for sure. But they're just not looking good lately. So and the Titans are on a roll right now. They're getting hot, like I said earlier. So I think it's their division.
It's at Tennessee as well. So I can't disagree with there. I got the Titans winning at home.
Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
And next game we got.
I got Mahomes. Yep, Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well. The Drew Lock looked really good last week, but I think
I don't see that happening this week.
I think Mahomes in the Chiefs is going to be a little too much for Lock to overcome.
If Lock throws for another 300 yards, that'll be the second rookie to do it on the road 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, me neither.
I got the Chiefs winning, and I think
nice to think about.
Mahomes hurt his hand in the New England game, but
he's mad. He throws the left.
Yeah, I don't know
left, you want the right.
how bad the injury was or whatever, but I got the Chiefs winning at home there as well.
Is that the Madden curse?
Ooh, the Madden curse.
Ooh, doodly-doodly-doodly-doo.
I really think it is. I try not to be too superstitious, but I mean, as odd as it is, it seems that every guy that gets it, something weird happens.
Yeah.
Gronk got it, got injured. Brady got it, they lost the Super Bowl. It wasn't an injury, but things didn't go his way, you know what I mean? There is something weird about that.
That's a roller coaster.
On to the next 1 o'clock game. There's not really much on the line here with this one, but Dolphins at the Giants.
Flip a coin. I got the Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins as well, winning on the road. But you never know. The Giants played the Eagles pretty well.
Eli's playing again, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jones is out the rest of the year.
So, Eli could put up enough points, but I got the Dolphins winning it. The Dolphins were really competitive against the Jets, and the Jets don't have a terrible defense.
They've been competitive.
They've been
this whole year. So.
They've been other than the first few weeks.
Everybody thought they were tanking.
There is a difference.
The Dolphins did kind of.
There is one difference. I'm telling you right now. There's one difference between the Dolphins and the Giants. Fitzmagic.
Okay, yeah.
It's all about Fitz.
I hear you. Well, I got the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins on the road winning that one.
All right, what's the next game? We got Eagles and the Redskins.
Ooh, I got Eagles.
I got Eagles.
Oh, this is where we differ, guys. The Redskins played the Packers really well.
They did.
It's at Washington.
Yeah.
I got Washington beating the Eagles.
Oh.
I'm
hopefully that happens, for your sake.
But, I'm hoping too. Fingers crossed. But I really think that they have a good opportunity, as well as they finish the game against the Packers, and the Packers is a playoff team.
Yeah.
I got the Redskins winning at home.
It could happen.
So
that's the next.
Like I said, Eagles don't look that great this year, so I guess it could go either way. But next game we got the Seahawks at the Panthers.
I got Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks rebound this week.
I think they'll get back on track. Panthers. Yeah, that's fucking hard telling.
I don't know. Yeah. Kyle Allen might not be the answer.
Yeah, you never know. I got the Seahawks as well.
I mean, I'm with you guys. If you're them, do you keep Allen? I mean, he's on a rookie deal.
When he
get rid of Newton.
He played really well there for a few weeks, and now he's not playing that good anymore. So
maybe teams have figured him out, quote unquote.
And Cam Newton, Cam Newton's not the greatest, but he's kind of the face of their franchise.
What I think,
but then they did get rid of their coach, so
that's who drafted him. I think they'll both go on the outs. Yeah. I could see him and Rivera pairing up somewhere.
And who knows? Whatever coach comes in, they may just draft another quarterback. I mean, that guy's going to want his guy. So,
like you said, is Allen the answer?
Rivera did that, didn't he? They took Jimmy Clausen the year before Newton, right?
I think so, yeah.
So, staying with the last 1 o'clock game, and this actually is a pretty nice matchup, at least for your division's sake, the Bears at the Packers.
I don't want to, but I'll go with the Packers. I hope they don't win, but...
You're going Bears.
Yeah, you're going Bears?
Trubisky, baby.
You think that they, since they got hot against Dallas, that it's going to continue?
Why not?
Ooh,
I'm hot.
That's that's a good pick. I got the Packers winning it officially on my sheet here, but go Bears. Even though they upset me with their win over us, for your sake, go Bears.
I'll be rooting for the Bears for the Vikings' sake, but yeah.
So, go with it.
Next game, 4:05 game, my Vikings at the Chargers.
I got the Vikings.
I got the Vikings.
I got the Vikings as well.
I don't like the hesitation.
I got the Vikings as well, but the Chargers did put up some points last week. That's the one thing that scares me. Even though the season's kind of at the tail end, they're still going to come into play. Like you said, teams don't tank. I mean... just get that out of here.
Yeah.
Teams play. They come in with a game plan every week to win. That's what you should do anyways.
This is the last road game the Vikings have. So after this week, they got 2 more games, and they're both at home, and they're both division games.
But yeah, I do got the Vikings winning it, but there was a little hesitation just because of how hot the Chargers were last week.
I don't like hesitation.
We'll see.
The Polk Panthers.
But we'll see if it was just because the Jaguars are kind of on the downfall.
Yeah.
Or we'll see if that Chargers is really back.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next 4 o'clock game.
Moving on.
The Jaguars at the Raiders.
I'm changing my pick on this one.
Uh-oh.
How could you do that? Well,
changing your pick.
Oh, hell no.
I'm going the Raiders.
I'm going Rico.
I've got Raiders winning it as well.
Nope. Minshew's going to pull it out.
Hey, you never know. The Raiders have looked pretty bad the last couple weeks.
They've been back and forth.
But I think you look pretty bad for 3 weeks in a row. You got to kind of have a rebound game at some point. I think this is it. The Jaguars haven't shown me enough.
See, I had the Jaguars, but then I thought about this past week's game, and I'm like, man, they just got killed by the Chargers.
I told you guys, there is more than meets the numbers.
I know, but the Raiders were competitive against the Titans until late, and then it kind of fell apart. I think the Raiders do get it done at home against the Jaguars.
I can see, Chucky might pull it out.
Chucky. The Raiders. All right, the next game we got the Browns at the Cardinals.
Bringing the helmet down. I got the Browns.
I got the Browns.
Yeah, I got the Browns as well. I mean...
Cardinals kind of started looking good, and then they fell down too. So
not really much to say about, with this game. Like you said, Cardinals kind of went downhill last couple of weeks. But I got the Browns winning it. They're kind of fighting for their playoff life. So I think
if they have a chance.
Yeah, if they have a chance, a lot has to fall their way.
The the AFC, it's the only open spot would be where the Steelers are right now.
So they've got to hope that the Steelers lose, and then they have to take care of business themselves. I think they do get it done against the Cardinals.
Every day.
So the first 4:25 game is the Rams at the Cowboys.
Who you picking?
The Cowboys have disappointed me the last couple weeks, so I really, really, really hate to do this. The Rams look good. I got to take the Rams over the Cowboys. I got to be realistic, you guys are with your teams. I got to be realistic in my picks. I don't think the Cowboys are going to have enough to go up against this revived Rams squad, or seems to be revived at least. I don't think we have enough.
They are playing in Dallas this week, which is, better for you guys, but
I got the Rams.
I've got the Rams.
I got the Rams.
Yeah, it hurts me to do it, but I had to go.
I'm hoping you guys can beat them, though.
Same here. I'm rooting Dallas.
Vikings are only a game ahead, so.
But I got to be realistic. I have to just go with my brain and not my gut. Yep. So.
Next 4:25 game, we got the Niners and the Falcons. Niners.
49ers, yeah.
I got the 49ers as well. It's at San Francisco, so that's going to give them an edge there. They just came off of a really hot win against the Saints. I think they ride that momentum.
And the Falcons are so back and forth, and the Falcons don't have anything to play for, really. Right. So it's the Niners do, because they're Seahawks and them keep switching every week. So
did I catch a Niner in there?
A Niner? Were you calling from a walkie-talkie?
But, the Falcons put up 40 points last week, but I don't think that happens. The Niners defense is legit. I really do believe that. The Saints offense is legit as well, so I think that's why it was as high scoring as it was. But I got the Niners.
This next game will be really interesting. The Sunday night game. Bills at the Steelers.
And I believe that those two teams are the ones that's in the wild card slots.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're playing for wild card supremacy, essentially. So I got the Bills winning on the road.
I got the Bills too. The Steelers have looked good, but when you look at it, third string quarterback, backup running backs, they got a good defense, but with the Steelers, but the Bills are overall
the better team. I agree with that, and I think they played the Cardinals last week. This is a Bills unit that's a lot better than that Cardinals team. Although
damn good.
Yeah.
The Bills were threatening to tie the game right there at the end.
And they held Lamar at least in check. They didn't completely shut him down, but if you have a defense that can do that to the Ravens offense that has been nothing but a juggernaut this season, I got the Bills winning on the road against Pittsburgh on Sunday night.
I got the Bills. And in the Monday night game, we got Saints and Colts.
The Colts at the Saints.
Saints.
It's kind of an interesting one because the Saints I think they've locked up the division, but they're still kind of playing for seeding.
Yep.
So, they're wanting that one too, but the Colts are literally playing for their playoff hopes and playoff lives. So I've got the Saints getting it done. It is at New Orleans in the Dome. It's going to be a loud atmosphere. I got the Saints pulling it.
It's hard to beat them.
Pulling it out.
Beat them at home, I think. So there's too much going on their offense, I think, that Colts can't do anything.
The Niners barely did it. I don't see the Colts doing it. Their offense, I don't think, is as potent or as good as the Niners. If this goes anywhere above, 24 points, it's going to be the Saints scoring those.
I agree. Yep.
I got the Saints.
So that wraps it up for
this week.
For our pick'ems this week. So
we only got a few more weeks to go until playoffs. So probably
playoffs. I'm just trying to win a game.
So probably here soon we'll probably go over the playoffs and
the playoff picture.
Yeah, the playoff picture and see who's in the hunt and stuff. A lot of the teams I think have already kind of been set, except where are they going to go?
Right, the seeding it hasn't been set yet.
And then, like we said, the AFC, that Steelers, the 6th one could switch somehow soon.
And the Bills.
Then you still got the Titans and the Texans and the Colts fighting out for that division. So
they're battling. And then you have the top, Ravens, Chiefs, New England. Mm-hmm. Things would have to fall into place for the Chiefs to get anywhere near the top seed, but they could take the 2 from New England, but then they'd have to have New England lose 1.
Bengals.
But we'll see.
Bengals.
Yeah.
The Red Rifle, baby.
Anyways, that'll do it for this week's.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We'll be here next week.
Like and subscribe.
Share it to all your friends.
Go Yankees.
Views. We want views.
Go Chicago Bulls.
What?
So
go Heat, baby. Skol Vikes.
Bye.
Peace.